So I just stumbled upon this OpenAI Agents SDK, and it's really fascinating how it builds multi-agent workflows.
Wait, multi-agent workflows. That sounds complex. How does it actually work?
Right? It's designed to be provider agnostic, meaning it works with a lot of different LLMs, not just OpenAIs.
That's interesting. So, what are the core components of this SDK?
There are a few key concepts like agents, handoffs, guardrails, sessions, and tracing.
Okay, but can you break that down? What do each of those terms mean?
Sure, agents are basically LLMs set up with instructions and tools. They are the brains of the operation.
Got it, so what about handoffs?
Handoffs allow one agent to pass control to another, almost like teamwork among agents.
That's pretty cool, but how do guardrails fit into this?
Guardrails are safety checks to ensure that inputs and outputs are validated, keeping everything in check.
So it's about safety as much as functionality. What about sessions?
Sessions manage conversation history, which is super useful for keeping track of interactions.
Oh, so it remembers past conversations. That's a game changer.
Exactly, and then there's tracing, which allows you to track agent behavior and debug workflows.
That sounds like it would really help developers refine their agents.
Totally, but I wonder how effective those safety checks actually are in real-world scenarios.
Good point. The effectiveness of guardrails can vary a lot, right?
Yeah, and while they aim to minimize risks, nothing is foolproof.
And with so many LLMs, how do developers choose the right one for their needs?
That's a challenge. Different models have strengths and weaknesses, so it really depends on the use case.
Speaking of use cases, any interesting examples of how this SDK is being applied?
Definitely, there are examples of chatbots using these agents for customer support.
That's practical, but how do these agents handle nuances in human conversation?
Great question. They use context from previous interactions, which helps a lot.
But isn't there a risk of losing context if the conversation goes too long?
Yeah, that's a potential downside. The session management needs to be robust.
I can see how that could be tricky. What happens if the context is lost?
Well, that could lead to misunderstandings, and agents might provide irrelevant responses.
Yikes, that would be frustrating for users. How do developers mitigate that?
They might implement memory limits or specialized agents that can handle specific topics.
That sounds like a smart approach. What about long-running tasks?
You can integrate with frameworks like Temporal for durable, long-running workflows.
So that allows for human-in-the-loop tasks. That's fascinating.
Exactly, it makes the agents even more versatile.
But how much human oversight do these agents actually need?
It varies widely. Some tasks are straightforward, while others are complex and require guidance.
It's like a balancing act. Too much autonomy might lead to errors.
True, which is why that validation from guardrails is important.
This is a lot to unpack. I'm curious about the scalability of these agents.
That's key. Scalability allows for handling more users without loss of performance.
But does that also mean dealing with increased complexity?
Absolutely, more agents means more coordination and potential points of failure.
Wow, that's an intricate web. What's the takeaway for developers?
I think understanding the trade-offs between flexibility and control is crucial.
Definitely. It feels like there's still so much to learn about optimizing these systems.
For sure, and the landscape is constantly evolving, exciting times ahead.
I agree. I can't wait to see what innovative applications come out of this.
Same here, this is just the beginning of something big.
And it'll be interesting to see how it impacts industries going forward.
Absolutely, so many possibilities, but also challenges to navigate.
The future of AI is definitely going to be a wild ride.